Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. For this installment, the tarot cards I'm using are the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti. Is it Ciro? Yep. And then text by Barbara Moore. Where is the website? Is it at the bottom? Yeah. Social media links and all that good stuff is at the bottom. I don't remember what it is. I want to say it's like Hay House or something, or is that U.S. Games? Llewellyn? Should be right there. Is it Llewellyn? Llewellyn. You saw it. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back here, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, use an umbrella. Freeze frame on that and check it out if you're interested. The dice I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And then I use 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. This is where they came from. The dice shop and the website is mathartfun.com. Feel free to check that out if you are so interested. That being said, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And with that out of the way, let's go on to your reading. Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? Gotta get all the cards out before we get too excited. I have to remind myself that. Why are you worried? Alright, so the first thing I'm getting off of this is this situation might worry you a lot, but I do feel like it's going to get noticeably better. And also with this situation, there's success that's already here that maybe you're not seeing just yet. So hopefully that's helpful. The situation, it does feel heavy because I feel like you're very worried about it. There's a lot of concern here, a lot of I feel like when you're looking at it, this could go wonky very, very easily. Very, very easily, and it's very concerning to you. You're trying to control... What are you trying to control? You? Or you're trying to control the outcome easily, but for good reason. Whatever the situation is, it's worrying you because there's a lot of other pieces involved, and you're trying to make this work in a positive way long term. Are you setting your sights long? I feel like you're setting your sights long term. For some of you, it might be advice to set your sights long term. Because I'm kind of I don't know if there's certain things I feel like I'm supposed to stay out of, certain things that are random, that I don't really know what the long-term outcome is going to be. There's a lot of energy coming in and out where somebody else has to make a choice, and I'm trying to help them see that this can go better, and I feel like you're trying to help somebody with that. The thing is, you can't get too close to the center at the moment. I keep seeing this field, and it's kind of there's barbed wire on each side of the field. The middle part people can walk through, but I feel like it's dangerous. It's kind of I wouldn't do it. It's kind of one of there's people, it's there's a farm on that side with barbed wire blocking it off. There's a farm on this side with barbed wire blocking it off, and there's this large field in between, the size of a football field. And it's kind of there's danger in the middle of this, is how it feels. It's kind of I can't get over there right now, and they can't get over here right now, but I want to have a better response to this, or a better connection. I feel like one of the reasons it's very stressful for you is because you're left to your thoughts in a lot of these things, which is hard because it's kind of I need to know what's real here, and I can't get it. I just can't seem to get what I want. I want to know what's real. I'm left to my thoughts. A lot of this, I feel like you're left to your thoughts. That's the current energy. So this has gone well before. Has it gone well before? Let's just... Yeah, it's been out of your hands, but it's gone well. It has gone well when it's not been in your hands. That doesn't mean that that's why, but you know what I mean? Other people have done what they've done and it has gone well. But I don't like the whole, up and down, yeah, but I don't know if that's going to happen this time. Can it go well because other people have control? It could. I'd like to have more control of it. I'd like to have more of a guarantee, and if I have my control over it, I feel like I would have that guarantee. You don't have that. But it has gone well before, and it can go well again. People are looking at the history of this situation, and it is very heavily influencing the choice that's coming next. The past is very heavily influencing the future. Very heavily. So, whatever the situation is, the past is definitely being seen for what it is. So if there was alright, this happened before, and this is what we did before, did it work for a time? Did we have good results for a time? Do we feel like if we do the same thing again, that's going to continue on to better progress? Or do we feel like if we do the same thing again, it's just going to have a temporary advantage? There's a lot going into, that's hinging on the whole thing. The history is definitely being taken into account here. Definitely. A lot of the history energy is driving the next movement forward. As we keep looking forward, you're trying to hold the line the best you can. But I feel like there's only so much you can do. Your time is coming later to support this situation. But when it comes forward, there's advice. There is advice here. Don't take it as if somebody's just giving you the plan and they're saying, well, this is what we've decided, this is how we're going to do it. You don't have to accept that. Even if it looks like you have to accept that, they're saying you don't. It may feel like, well, they made their decision, there's only so much I can do. I'm getting you have other power here that you may not either believe or other people don't want you to realize. You do have other power here, other influence on the situation. So this is interesting. What the advice is, and I might do the dice on this, acknowledge what you want is that self-respect? Self-acceptance? Control your connection to this situation. Decide what you want, control your connection to it, and don't give in on that. If you're like, this outcome is going this way, but I don't like that, and they're telling me there's nothing I can do, well, let me get online and see the other people who've gone through this. What have other people done? Do other people have ideas? Not that you have to go online. There could be another group of people. I'm getting that there's some type of social network you can connect to where maybe the people you're dealing with are saying there's nothing you can do about it, cancer, and that's just how it is. And you're feeling, well, I guess they're right. Maybe you're even believing that. I guess they're right. Check out with other people who've gone through this situation. Online's the easiest way to do it, in my opinion. But other social connections, if you know of groups or other people, maybe you have some type of group that you gather with and it doesn't seem like they're connected to this at all. If there's just a group of people you connect with, tell them what you're going through and say, I really wish I had more control here. Some people, you might be surprised, have ideas for you. Well, I would do this if I was in your shoes, or I would look here if I was in your shoes. Because you have possibilities. You have more here that you can do than you realize. Other people might not want you to realize that. It could be like a control game. People might not be letting you know what you can do because they feel like if you don't know that you can make your own decisions, they feel like it's more secure for them to get what they want. It doesn't have to be a good or bad thing. It's just that's how it's coming through. Because you have the ability to do more here than you realize. You just have to be empowered with it. If you're able to go that route, I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy route, but I do see you have a lot of healing and you have a lot more trust in your own self-abilities. You have more ability here than you realize. You have more influence here than you realize. You have more power here than you realize. And they're saying that's how you get there, that's how you get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing bad about that. It's clearly how you handle that power once you see it, and how you drive it forward once you see it. Is there anything else I can say with this? Eight of Swords, and it's half in, half out. The Eight of Swords normally is a trap card. When I see it upside down, or even like it's like on its side, I see it like you're having a chance to get out of this trap. Whatever you feel trapped in, this is how you can get out of that trap, or at least work within the situation in a more comfortable way. Like when I'm getting this weird analogy, it's kind of like somebody feels like they have me trapped, and as long as they feel like they have me trapped, it's easier for me to deal with them because they don't take it so seriously, like they have to worry about me. And when I'm seeing this Eight of Swords on its side, I'm keep getting this idea like I can move outside of it, but I just don't go too far out of the situation. I let people who want to control me think they have control of me. Yeah, I'm still doing what I want because I'm just very careful about how far I go. That seems to be reducing the control people have over you without them realizing that you have reduced that control. That makes it a lot easier for you. I got the Devil card came out on the dice, but it came in upside down, which is releasing yourself from those restraints. I don't think that's bad. To me, it doesn't sound bad. If people are trying to control you, and the way that you get control of the situation is to let them still think they have that control while still moving in ways that they don't realize you're able to do, I don't see why that's bad personally. Because like they don't have the right to do that to you. And if this is the rule of engagement, especially if it's like a business situation or like a corporate office, for example, that's very manipulative. And I feel like the fact that you have to do what you have to do to get out of it so they don't have that control. Once they realize that you're getting out of that cage, they're just going to make it that much more tight. They're going to restrain you more. I learned that the hard way. Learned that the hard way myself. So whatever this is, you have more control than you realize. People can help you find it. And then once you have it, it may be like keeping it more to yourself. I do see this Queen of Cups for you. Keeping it more to yourself, but having a lot more control. I very much see it. Don't get caught up in the gender, but I'm getting like, you can do this any way you want, but like keeping it to yourself, but having that control is going to take you right through to the result you want, or at least keep that result where you want it for a longer period. All right, I think that's it for this one. That was a quick one. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.